One of the best local fashion shows, the Soweto Fashion Week, is taking place this weekend in the Walter Sisulu Hall out in Kliptown. The event focused on promoting authentic Africa with cutting-edge clothing as well as accessory designs. And this year's event is particularly special as the event seeks to honor the mother of the nation, the legendary Winnie Madikizela Mandela. Now, to talk to us about the show, we're very pleased to welcome in studio Stephen Manzini, who is the founder of the Soweto Fashion Week, and Miss Peane, the senior manager of Darling. Ladies and gentlemen, what a pleasure. Good morning.
Good morning.
What a pleasure to have both of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Maybe let's start with you, Stephen. How did the event go this year? I mean, I understand it's in how many years has it been now?
It's been 8 years, 7 years.
Seven years and counting.
And counting.
And how was this year? How did it fare?
Well, I mean, it's been progressing. I mean, the turnout has been really great. I mean, we've really, we can see that the support is there from the people, you know, even from the media. And the designers as well, they've grown, you know, as fashion designers. Yeah.
Pearl, now you represent Darling. Tell us a bit about how this partnership actually came up.
Okay, so about 5 years ago, the two brands came together. Darling came on board as a principal sponsor for Soweto Fashion.
Just for the benefit of our viewers who don't know what Darling is, just quickly go into a little bit of detail as to what Darling is.
So Darling is a hair extension brand. It's been around for now close to 26 years. Started in Africa for African women. When it started, the intention really was to give women an alternative. So you remember early 90s, it was around the time where relaxers were abandoned. Everyone was fasaring ipondo and things like that, and there were braids as well. So our very first product was also braids. And when we started, we were actually really looking at giving women an alternative outside of relaxers. So we're not saying women shouldn't relax their hair. We're not saying they shouldn't have their hair plaited or any other thing, but it's giving you an alternative. You know how versatile it is to have hair extensions. Because one morning you can wake up and you have a weave on. The next day you don't have hair. The next day it's a wig. It's all about versatility. So that's the intention of the brand. And we are every woman's allies. We are empowering women, which is the part where we came together with Soweto Fashion Week, because Soweto Fashion Week's vision, or Stephen's vision, was empowering women. And we empower women with giving them products and styles that they can choose and use and wear as in how they want to. At any given time, that versatility is always there. You can choose. You can move from braids. Next day you are bold. Next day you've got a weave.
Absolutely, and then even an afro that grows overnight.
Precisely.
You know?
Precisely.
Stephen, let's hear about this. I mean, I love it when I hear that men actually come up with concepts that are there or seek to empower women. Let's talk about the concept of empowering women through this event. What was your take on it, and how did you put it out there? Did you achieve that?
I cannot say I've achieved it. I'm still trying to achieve it because there's a lot of work that needs to, still take place. You know, as a visionary, you never are where you want to be. You're always pushing boundaries. You always want to, you will never see things from the perspective or the view that other people see it. So yeah, I mean, we have seen some empowerment take place. We've seen brands grow. We've seen models grow. And men as well are getting empowered. So we've got male even designers, male models. I mean, that have even now they even model on international shows.
They're cracking the industry.
They're cracking the industry. So we've taken them from the streets and helped them achieve their dreams.
Look, let's expand on this discussion. I mean, you theme this year, of course, celebrating the legend Winnie Madikizela Mandela. How did that come about? I want to hear. And how did you see this come through in some of the designs that were actually showcased?
Okay, you're going to see a lot of Afrocentric. I mean, you can see even Pearl here has got a nice
the headgear.
So yeah.
By the way, I'm jealous, Pearl.
So we're celebrating as the community, as the fashion platform in the community. We just felt that, we were the ones who had to, because our designers, they see her as a fashion icon. And, that we thought, let's see how we can also, come in as a fashion platform and celebrate her from that angle. So yeah, I mean, during the week you will see even today a lot of designers who've managed to incorporate elements as they would interpret her.
Okay. All right. And Pearl, then what specifically is your role, Darling's role within, of course, the fashion movement?
So we are principal sponsors, as I said initially, but also what we do is we do hair.
Okay.
So we have Stephen's designers will then do the clothing, and then we do the hair on all the models.
Oh, wow.
What you'll see, he's touched on Afrocentric. So even our styles, our hairstyles. So from when you're looking at hair and in terms of how we're going to design the hair, you'll see it's very bold. It's black and white. Which links back to Umama Winnie. It shows that strength. And then obviously black is defining the black woman and strength. And that's what we're talking about. So even we have gone as far as not only just stopping with hair, but on the hair in terms of styling, but the clothing that the girls are wearing as made from hair extensions, which is really exciting, and it just showcases the versatility. It showcases the talent that we have in our stylists. So yeah.
Look, there's men that also love wearing dresses. Are you also catering for?
What we've done, so what we've done is for the theme as well that incorporates with celebrating Umama Winnie is we've also borrowed from the Black Panther inspiration, where Mother Queen was, she was a bold, strong woman. We've got guys coming on board because we're also celebrating diversity. Within that strength, it's not just about male strength and female strength or any other gender strength, but it's everybody as Africans in total. So that's what you'll see at the show tonight.
Look, Stephen, I understand today is the final show. How long has the show been running for, and how many designers in total were you showcasing for this year's event?
30.
30?
Yes. So tonight we've got 11 shows.
Wow. Can you take us through some of the names?
We've got The Closet. We've got, I think we've got a partnership with YDE. So they've been taking in some of our designers.
So there are opportunities that arise from actually showcasing at the Fashion Week. Tell us more. Tell us more, Stephen. Stop withholding the great news.
The thing is, show is tonight, so my head,
it's all over the place. But let's focus on the good stuff.
Okay, so three of our designers have managed to go into the YDE, and then what we're going to be doing is we're looking to do workshops as well, because there's most of our designers in South Africa, they seem to find retail as a challenge.
Yes, because they lack exposure. Absolutely.
At retail. So with YDE, that's what why don't we do workshops in order for us to help the designers to understand retail? Then also other avenues will also open for them, in other retail shops. So
and how do they sign up? I mean, to be part of the showcases. Let's say for next year's event.
You have to online. We've got a www.sowetofashion.com. We've got an inbox that you can send it to 5 outfits, images of your outfits in high res and a company profile, or you can come to our castings when we put out word and say we're looking for designers or models, and then come to the show and we'll select you, and then you come to the show.
All right. I know Pearl was telling me about the casting. She's saying she was amazed at the level of talent that actually came through. Pearl, talk to us about that.
Totally amazing talent. Obviously, we from our end.
And these people are overlooked because they obviously have not broken into the space in the industry.
I think one thing that I love about South Africa, let's just say African or in total, we may sort of in South Africa be lagging a little bit behind than other African countries like Nigeria in terms of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
But you have to come to these castings, you have to go to Soweto, you will see the amount of talent that is out there, and that is a talent that people like Stephen, brands like Darling and any other companies should be looking at, instead of looking at international brands or looking at international people or people that already are stable. There is so much talent,
and also to encourage buying local, to encourage using local models.
If you look at our social medias, you'll see that the type of girls, I always look at them and I'm thinking, like they are that good.
Out of this world.
They are that good.
All right, Stephen, let's wrap up the interview. We're out of time. When and where? Details, very quickly.
Kliptown, Walter Sisulu Square. Our social media pages is at Soweto Fashion Week. Twitter, Instagram, web tickets, $95 gets you in. yeah, come and enjoy the show.
What time does the show start today? It is the final day today. We need to put that out there.
Yeah, okay. But 6 p.m. people must be there at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Yeah. Stephen, thank you so much. I'm sure you're going to leave my invite for me. Pearl, I'll see you later when you,
Definitely.
of course, you're going to hook me up
I'll
with that the head wrap. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much and best of luck with the event. That is Mr. Stephen Manzini, the founder of Soweto Fashion Week, alongside Miss Pearl Peane, the senior manager of Darling, and they were talking to us about this event. It is taking place for the final time today. Go on the website and get those latest details.